Hello everyone, welcome to Caribbean Passport TV. I'm Gabrielle Walcott, your host, and it is my pleasure to be your guide on our journey through our wonderful Caribbean. Renowned for our eclectic mix of exotic cultures and traditions. On today's episode of Caribbean Passport TV, we will explore St. Kitts and Nevis as we look at some of their most distinctive and historic landmarks and attractions, chat with one of the region's top swimmers, and take a tour through a cocoa estate. We will also talk about art. I'm an artist by profession, and I am so excited to showcase how the Caribbean serves as a great canvas and inspiration to us all. So come with us as we show you the true meaning of island hopping and give you a taste of paradise and an appetite for adventure.
Within this region's aquatic centres, the name Nikoli Blackman, followed by the Trinidad and Tobago national flag and yet another record time, frequently top the results board following a race. Those who have shouted from the stands can definitely tell you about the increasing quality of this 18-year-old's achievements at junior level competitions. This has been one of his chief selling points, along with the impact that he is already making within the senior ranks. For 3 years running, Blackman has been selected as the First Citizen Sports Foundation's Male Youth Athlete of the Year. His capture of 7 gold medals at the 2022 Pan American Championships, staged at the National Aquatic Centre in Couva, made sports fans sit up and take notice. A year later, he returned to the same venue to claim 3 titles during the Commonwealth Youth Games.
I think what makes me motivated in swimming the most is my highly competitive drive. No matter what it is, I will always want to be first in it. And I think that's what keeps on making me want to go on further. My family support is a major important role here because before the games, Dad packed my vitamins all in a case in an organized fashion, just so I know when to take it, what times to take it. Then Mom always brings me food. She provides the vitamins and Dad packs them. And then before every session starts, Dad will always bring me like Powerade, like a little snack to eat before my race. So that helps me a lot as well.
To have a world-class athlete in our house, in our home growing up, it is tough sometimes because we really do a tag team. The support is entirely there. He's lacking for nothing. And, we're just really looking on for much bigger things.
Parents do become coaches. Become motivators, become chauffeurs, don't become coaches. I think that's the crash. We are here and we are as Nikolai's support team. You see the 2 of us, they have grandparents, they have parents all behind us. Many people, they are coaches and all these guys behind us. Let the coaches coach and let the parents do what we do, which is drive the cars, bring them and help them with the schoolwork. That's what our jobs are.
Certainly, and make sure that they're well supplemented, and as someone said, the behind the scenes, the prayers, it could never be enough.
Blackman then followed up his Commonwealth Youth Games exploits by taking home the men's 50 meters freestyle crown from the World Aquatics Junior Swimming Championships in Israel, where he also advanced to the 100 meters freestyle final. In the meantime, he has continued to make his presence felt amongst the seniors.
The factors that influence my development have to be like technique, speed work, all those little things to make me drop my times in races. Something that I would like to achieve, well, firstly to make 2024 Olympics, and then after I achieve that goal, I would like to medal in the Olympics.
Yet another important chapter for Blackman has begun with the commencement of his freshman year at the University of Tennessee. The prospects of even more success with the Volunteers burns bright as Nikoli Blackman now looks to add collegiate glory to his growing international reputation.
Welcome to my art studio. It's my pleasure to have you all with me. Like many of our talented Caribbean artists, I am inspired by the vibrant colors that surround us. From the aquamarines of our oceans to the emeralds of our rainforest, we have a beautiful home. I come from a really artistic family. Both of my grandmothers were into art, and I've been an artist for as long as I can remember. Since a little child, when I first picked up a paintbrush, just never seemed to put it down. I've done it for my entire school career, all the way through to university, where I got my degree in visual and theatre arts. Funny thing about art is, for me, it's very meditative as well. When I paint, time goes away, disappears. Sometimes I've found myself stopping at the clock and realizing it's the wee hours of the morning. So for me, it's a form of meditation and a form of centering myself, a form of switching off the logical brain and into the creative brain and just submerging myself in that experience and giving back. I believe the prize is in the process. So for me, the prize is not necessarily in the finished product, but actually in the journey from start to finish, from taking a blank canvas and creating something beautiful, and then finding someone that it resonates with, someone that it speaks to, and someone that it brings joy. I really enjoy experimenting with my art. I can't say that I have one particular genre, whether it be abstracts or fine art paintings, but I do find that the common thread with my paintings is a vibrancy of color. The colors of the Caribbean, the aquas and the emeralds and the rubies and the jewel tones that are just all around us. I think that's my inspiring thread throughout all of the art that I create, and that takes on different forms. I would describe my art as vibrant, alive and moving, three-dimensional, and a mixture of all the textures that you find in nature, smooth as glass and textured as rock and everything in between. I would describe myself as a typical creative. I enjoy creating. I lose a lot of time and spend a lot of time saturated in the act of creating, and it's where I thrive best. And I bring that creativity to many other aspects of my life, my business, my parenting, and most especially my art. Right now, I am working on a lot of seascapes. I'm really inspired by the movement and the depth of the ocean. I enjoy playing with the movement of the waves and the white waters and just really trying to develop that three-dimensional feel and the movement that you feel when you look at the ocean. This particular piece is going to be called Sea in 3D, but not SEA, SEE, and it's dedicated to my son, who just had to have surgery so that he could see in 3D. The easiest way to view all of my pieces is online on our website, www.gabriellewalcott.com/art, and I hope to see you there.
Over 300 years of tradition. A journey from swaying cane fields to ancient stills. The rums produced by Demerara Distillers Limited have a history that began in blazing fire, a cleansing, cane stripped bare, the Caribbean's liquid gold revealed within. It is in this age-old process defined by our ancestors that this legendary spirit is born again. El Dorado, crafted richer, aged deeper.
I am so excited to introduce Lisa Fay, fellow artist and fashion designer, who seamlessly blends art and fashion with her hand-dyed silk garments that not only look beautiful, but they feel beautiful. Lisa, thank you for joining me.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks so much for having me, and thanks so much for choosing Lisa Fay. You look amazing, I must say.
I feel amazing.
Yeah.
This is extraordinary. It feels amazing.
I'm glad, and I'm glad
Thank
that you
you.
brought that up, you know, because it's really important to my brand that you feel as beautiful as you look.
Yes.
I think fashion plays such a big part in making, you know, when you have on clothes, you just want to have on clothes. You want to feel good,
Yes.
you know, and feel confident, and I'm glad that we did that for you as well.
So what inspires you?
Nature.
Yeah.
We are so lucky to be in the Caribbean and have all these options, whether it be by the ocean or the greenery of plants or flowers. As you would know, painting your seaside pieces are absolutely amazing, the way you capture the tones. And so when you see so many shades of blue,
Yes.
you know, we're pretty fortunate that we have that natural, you know, outdoors,
Yeah.
indoors, everywhere we are in the Caribbean, and it plays a big part on what inspires us when we work. Each of these pieces are individually hand-dyed, so that makes no two pieces alike. So it's a very special piece.
It's art.
And I think, yeah, it's art. And I think women deserve to have a few special pieces in their closet. But it's not just formal pieces, they're casual pieces as well. I use different types of silk, so they fall differently and they feel differently. And it works with different occasions as well. And yeah, as you said, it's art, it's wearable art.
How long does a piece take you to make?
About a week for each piece, but each piece is carefully done because I really want women to feel that special, you know, way when you put it on, that they feel like, okay, I am beautiful.
Yes.
You know, it's not just that the clothes are beautiful, that they are beautiful in the clothing as well.
Feel good, look good, spread goodness.
What more could you want?
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Over the past few months, the Ministry of Sport and Community Development has been inspiring communities to get active through its SHAPE program. The ministry has launched a series of community projects as part of this initiative. One such program was the Village Olympics and Community Sport Festival. We visited 6 communities as we saw cricket, football, netball, and athletics take center stage as we continue to develop sports in communities and communities through sports. We continue to promote and foster a sporting culture, especially among our young people, through our April Pools and adaptive PE programs. Our April Pools program seeks to teach young individuals, adults, and persons with disabilities to learn to swim and life-saving and rescue skills. Our adaptive PE provided opportunities in sport and recreation to students and persons of all abilities in a fun, safe, and inclusive environment. These sessions saw participants engage in sporting disciplines such as bocce, seated volleyball, and goalie, and were designed to allow for maximum participation for varying levels of ability. Discussions also took place on the importance of sport and physical activity. The Ministry of Sport and Community Development continues to encourage more women and girls to participate in sports through its Pink Ring campaign, which includes the Girls Run TT Challenge and the Let Her Play initiative, urging women and girls to keep moving, whether it be dance, cheer, jump rope, or self-defense. We continue encouraging our citizens to get active and keep moving as we build a strong sporting culture.
diverse sampling of what our region has to offer. You're watching Caribbean Passport TV. Stay tuned for more of our island's treasures.
Trinidad and Tobago's rich culture, heritage, and history has been expressed in music, festivals, and flavors, including cacao, which has been a part of the Caribbean cohoplapot since the early 1500s.
I was fascinated by the history of cocoa when I started in my venture of chocolate making about 5 years ago. Our first plant that arrived in Trinidad was in 1525. And what that tells us is that we have a lot of expertise in Trinidad in terms of the cocoa environment. So what a lot of people don't know is that our Trinitario cocoa beans were born in Trinidad. It is the first place that it hybridized. A Criollo and a Forastero came together and formed a new plant. And in true Trini style, we called it Trinitario cocoa beans. We made a decision that we were not going to cut down our trees. So the trees that you see around are our original stock, and some are 60 to 70 years old. A cocoa tree can in fact live up to 100 years. So the purple will turn into that red, and that's when you know it's a mature pod and is ready to be harvested. You will see green turning into yellow. So the green is an immature pod, and the yellow is a ripened pod.
Cacao, the tree and fruit from which cocoa products derive, has been celebrated for hundreds of years by Mesoamerican cultures such as the Mayans. Trinidad and Tobago cacao has won 8 international awards since 2009. When Cacao of Excellence, the Alliance of Biodiversity International, and CIAT, the International Center for Tropical Agriculture, came together to develop international standards of quality and flavor for this remarkable bean.
It's something that all our Caribbean partners can be very proud of because it's world famous. It's known throughout the world for its very potent and robust cocoa flavors. You have a flavor wheel with all different types of flavors. So you may have fruity, floral, nutty, woody, herbal, tobacco, all kinds of flavors. Trinidad has a distinctive flavor, that of a raisin kind of note called brown fruit. And that makes our chocolates distinctive, I would say. The flavors are different from if you eat a chocolate made with bulk cocoa. Now, bulk cocoa accounts for about 93% of the world production. So only 7% is fine flavor. So that's why it's sought after. It's used, it's more expensive of course, and it's used in making premium and gourmet chocolates by fine chocolates throughout the world.
As of 2021, Trinidad and Tobago has become the 55th largest exporter of cocoa beans to the US. But the health benefits of cacao, the rise, fall and resurgence as a formidable cash crop for foreign exchange, the towering testament of culture and history for which cacao is immutably an icon for, pales in comparison to the one priceless aspect of cacao and cocoa production celebrated by the world.
We made a decision that we were not going to use any chemicals. So when you taste a San Salvador chocolate bar, it's not organically certified, but it's organically grown. We have a history and we have a legacy that a lot of people don't know about, and I feel like I need to tell people about it so that they can be proud of what we have here in Trinidad.
A true Caribbean gem lies tucked away in the archipelago of the Leeward Islands. Originally named Fertile Land, St. Kitts is indeed fertile, bearing sweet history and culture. And talking about culture, right after St. Kitts, we will highlight Exodus, one of the top large steel pans in Trinidad and Tobago. But first, join us as we reveal some of the treasures of beautiful St. Kitts.
For those seeking a travel destination with a mix of tranquility and charm, maybe on the beaten path, but still very eye-opening nonetheless, St. Kitts and Nevis is a very viable option. Part of the Leeward Islands group in the Northeast Caribbean, St. Kitts and Nevis offers 2 islands of volcanic origin with tropical rainforest interiors and mountain ranges, plus idyllic beaches. Added to the package is a very eventful history and a vibrant culture. Visitors have a multitude of options when it comes to accommodation, including eco-friendly properties such as Belmont Farm at Kittishan Hill.
Kittishan Hill was founded on a very particular philosophy on sustainable development, something that's true to who we are as people, something that's true to our culture. There are many hotel components. That focuses on health and wellness and food. It's a farm, so food obviously is a very important part of it. And the farm-to-table experience is what we excel in here. We believe that offering an authentic and very natural experience takes guests from very stressed, largely metropolitan environments and really brings that energy level down. And we've found that guests will come here and spend 5 or 7 days and leave very, very relaxed and much more calm than when they came.
I'd be happy to show you our beautiful, beautiful property. This is a 400-year-old sugar mill where you can actually dine. In the evening, we serve a la carte in the fine dining terrace. We serve the tasting menu in the mill, or we do a more casual, chic menu up at Indigo, which is our pool bar and restaurant. We have a 2-bedroom villa. We have 2 types of rooms, a premier and a plantation room. And we also have 1 garden suite, which has a lovely little gazebo in the garden area.
One of the most established local institutions is Caribel Batik at Romney Manor, which has been a Caribbean leader in batik products since 1976. Other breathtaking sights and attractions include the Brimstone Hill Fortress, Mount Liamwiga, the Great Salt Pond, and Nevis Peak. All are must-sees on a voyage to this exquisite twin island nation. St. Kitts and Nevis, a tropical experience that is easy on the eye.
The arrangement this evening is by Pelham Goddard, playing Savannah Grass. A big welcome please for Republic Bank Exodus.
an adventure that was. I do hope that you've enjoyed this journey with me, and you'll join us soon again. I'm Gabrielle Walcott for Caribbean Passport TV. I'll see you next time.